throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
A first down carry for Foster. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll begin the drive with Howard. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go! What? 9! Flex round! Flex round! I got him on me!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here on first down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on, let's go!
Now give to Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go!
Now back to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Sanders in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. but it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go! Bring him over!
Halfback sent in motion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears will take over at their own 20. Onto the field now come the Bears. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go. What? 9. Ohio. We got 3. Ohio. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Atlanta. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Here we go. What? 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now Hundley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They run it again with Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Handoff comes to Anderson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
All right, here we go.
On second down, Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. He spots Henderson open left side. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it works. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Back to throw now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sanders. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Let's go! Blue landed! Blue, gun!
They'll run. Anderson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Second down, 8. Again, it's Howard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Let's go!
Throwing, Hundley. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Colton Schmidt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They start the drive with Anderson. And some room to work. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Slot man moves right. They run again on first down. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Around the NFL, third quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game. And up into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And now running right through it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Second down following the run.
Let's go!
Back to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. The 40. The 20. 10. 5. Touchdown, Chicago. Cameron Meredith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving. Sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. Bowls him over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. On the counter, it's Foster. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Foster on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom. No, check. Patriot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, past the 20. He caught touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 85 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Gun.
They're going to look to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They give it to Anderson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Foster on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Eight yards to go here on second down. They keep it in the hands of Foster. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Breaks through the contact. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A give. This is Foster. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Third down now. It's C.J. Anderson. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bears on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Meredith. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Let's go. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. So now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.